Muzzle Broke Lunchtime Live. We have some awesome stuff to talk about today. We have a brand new gun in the Muzzle Broke collection here, which is going to be a beautiful 22 LR competition handgun featuring this awesome upper from Volquartsen, as well as the upgraded lower from TandemKross. So we're going to be talking quite a bit about that today. We also have the beautiful Zastava M90 556 AK out on the channel because I just love this gun. We also are rocking the Midwest Industries light and laser mount, which upon sits a PowerTac flashlight. So shout out to Midwest Industries, shout out to Zastava, great gun. Then we have my AR-15, like kind of home defense style build. I had a long form video pop out on this not all that long ago, so figure we've been featuring a lot of pistols, a lot of AKs because, you know, it's kind of my vibe. But we'll show some love to the AR squad today as well. So yeah, man, welcome. Guavo. Do you have an AR-9? I do have an AR-9. We actually have the EP9 by XTAR, which I have just kind of recently got done kitting out. And the next time we go to the range, we will be filming the 1,000-round range review of the EP9 by XTAR, so that'll be cool. Pretty impressive so far, pretty impressed with it. So I'm excited for that range review for sure. The next kind of handful of range reviews that we're going to be doing will be the Zastava M90 556 AK. And then the EP9 by XTAR. So very cool 1,000-round range reviews that we'll be doing for both guns. Heck yeah, looking forward to seeing it. Yeah, man, for sure, dude. It'll be up on the channel within the next handful of weeks for sure. The next range review, the next 1,000-round range review that will be posted will probably be that CZ Customs build, the CZ75 SP01 Accu Shadow that we have. Because it's already filmed and kind of sort of edited, so I'm just kind of trying to work on that. What's up? How's it going today? What's up? Thick Kobe. But yeah, we have my personal home defense AR-15 chambered in 300 blackout, actually. Beautiful. This is kind of like a Ruger 2245 kind of clone, but like super upgraded from Volquartsen and TandemKross. And then the Zastava M90 with some Midwest Industries light and laser parts up front with some goon tape on it too, because why not? Beautiful Serbian redwood on the AK. And then we have the giveaway gun in the background as well. But really kind of whatever we want to talk about today on the lunchtime live. But we do have a brand new piece. This is the first time it has been featured in any sort of content on the Muzzle Bro channel. So you all on the live stream get first dibs. So we'll talk about this quite a bit today. DJ, what's up, man? Appreciate you guys stopping by. I love doing these kind of lunchtime live streams because I do really appreciate when we can, you know, time theft from our overlords and talk about some guns and chill out a bit. But yeah, man, I'm really excited for this build because the upper is dope and the lower is dope. So I know, you know, not very self-explanatory, but the upper, Volquartsen upper does kind of come with this integrated compensator, which I'm actually really excited to check out. 22LR is a very obviously low recoiling and fast round to shoot. So even with like the comp, I'm pretty excited. And the lower is going to contribute a ton to that from TandemKross. We have an upgraded trigger, and I really should have flipped the gun because on the other side of the gun, there's a gas pedal for your support thumb. There's an enhanced safety for your strong side thumb. So like there is just going to be, and the grip is actually like this rubberized grip is phenomenal. So there are a ton of like built-in control features to this 22 handgun that's really going to make it an absolute speed demon and kind of competition setup. So I'm pretty pumped about it. And yeah, the live stream crew gets first dibs on seeing the new stuff. So that's why you got to watch the live streams, I guess. Ashton, what's up, brother? Damien, what's up? 22 looks good. Yeah, man, it's going to be sick. Big shout out to Ashton Cade, who's actually sponsoring the giveaway gun that we have in the background. So I know he's on the stream right now. So everyone say thank you to Ashton for the giveaway gun, the Canik TP9 Elite SC. That is all him. So big shout out to Ashton. Looks cool. Yeah, it does look cool. I'm pretty pumped. I was going to run this suppressed, but I think for the range review of this, I'm probably just going to run it with the compensator because I actually just am really curious. I don't think I've ever shot a 22 that has a compensator because like typically you don't need it. So very curious for that. But yes, we can talk about AKs, we can talk about handguns, we can talk about ARs. So I'm trying to split the baby today, give everyone something that they may be interested in. But yes, everyone thank Ashton. He's a great guy. Really appreciate it. Ashton, I did send you your t-shirt. Did you get your t-shirt, Ashton? Muzzle, does that pistol use, I know like 0 of those words. I don't know iridium, I don't know sequestration, and I don't really know what stockpile. kind of means. So if you can explain that question, maybe I'll be able to answer it better. Words are hard. But yeah, I actually, so I don't know if you guys caught this yet, but I am missing the bolt to this gun. So we are going to have to source a bolt for the Ruger 22/45 for the range review. But you know, most of the gun is here, so I figured I'd throw it on the channel. M1 Garand or M16? I would personally say M1 Garand because I don't have one. I kind of have some ARs that are sort of M16 vibes, so the M1 Garand would do it for me more than the M16, but they're both great guns. I've actually never shot a Garand, so I really would like to do that. If you guys are just popping on the stream, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel, guys. I really would appreciate it. Ashton Cade says, I got it. We're talking about his t-shirt. I got it. Had to wear it to the bar last Saturday. Cool, man. I hope you like it. I was more than happy to send you that t-shirt, so I hope you get some enjoyment out of the shirt. We do still have t-shirts that we can, anyways. Does that AK use a bolt flipper on the tube stock? Dude, again, I don't know what these words mean. Just this traditional AK pattern. This is a Yugo AK, so a little bit of like a couple of nuances with the Yugoslavian patterned AKs, but just regular bolt. The mag on this actually does have like the lock back feature, which I actually really don't like in an AK mag because you still have to like, I don't, anyways. AK or M4A1? I'm gonna go AK. I am kind of an AK nerd, so I do really love my AK platforms. I have like 6 or 7 AK platforms in the collection, and I mean, we got a good handful of ARs too, but I do really like shooting AKs. Not a big fan from modded AKs. Standard is solid. Yeah, for this build, I did want to kind of keep it a little bit more traditional. The only kind of aftermarket stuff that I've added so far is the Midwest Industries light and laser mount, just because honestly, I had the light and laser mount hanging out and I really wanted to try it. Because I really do like the AK iron sights. So I did kind of want to keep this AK a little bit more kind of old school, vibey, traditional, because we did get this in the Serbian redwood furniture. So I wanted to kind of keep it a little bit more traditional. Zastava does, of course, have some like tactical furniture that we could throw on this, but you know, I have a lot of like M-locked, Picatinny, AK stuff. So I really kind of wanted to keep this one traditional wood. I do have an RPK that I have just kind of converted back to the traditional wood. And I do love just a old school vibey AK. I was playing around with my buddy's SKS 15 Scorpion the other day. Nice. Standard is solid. Agree. Yo, Kami Gun, what's up? Yes, we got the Zastava M90. It actually shoots 5.56, which some people are like, oh, an AK and 5.56. But actually, dude, it shoots really nice. Ramona says hi. Hey. Jimmy Nail, hey, I don't know what that means. But props to the tape. It looks good. Yeah, dude, I'm actually a pretty big fan of like goon tape in the AKs. I know a lot of people, I actually do want to do kind of a quick little short on like spray paint versus goon tape. Or just tape in the gun in general. I think the goon tape it fits, dude, it just fits the AK vibe. It looks really cool. Especially with this one, there's a couple of different colors of the tape, obviously, but I think the black like set off the Serbian redwood really well. So it's kind of why I went with black. And then when we get sick of the tape, which we, of course, like I'm sure I will at some point, you just take the tape off. And then it's good to go, unlike a spray paint. But if you guys are just popping on to the Muzzle Broke channel, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It does help me out quite a bit. And there's tons of content. We drop at least one video a day, typically more than one. Put tape on the iron sights. Increases accuracy by 200%. How would taping the iron sights increase the accuracy? Do you have a shotgun? I have a ton of shotguns. A ton of shotguns in the collection. We do try and switch up the live stream guns every day, just because, you know, I like to talk about different stuff. But yeah, we have a lot of shotguns. I recently did some double-aught buckshot testing in some recent videos. It's pretty cool. Russia. So this is actually a Serbian AK. These Zastavas are basically Serbian AKs that are imported to America, and then they have to change out a handful of components to make... dude, these import rules are like straight up retartar. I don't really quite understand it because I actually was trying to put like a bayonet on this, but after doing some research, Zastava has to take the bayonet lug off because the bayonet lug counts as a like Serbian part, and I don't know, it's a whole weird import rules. So it is a Serbian gun with some US parts to make it legal. Scoot, what's up, brother? Appreciate you stopping by. Indonesia, nothing from Indonesia here. Good morning, Muzz. Thank you, 223DMR. I hope everyone's having amazing lunch. I love doing these lunchtime lives because I appreciate the time theft from your bosses. If you guys are just popping on the stream, I really appreciate you being here. If we have a first timer in the stream, let me know down in the comments. I'm typically very good about reading everyone's comments because this is my favorite type of content to do because I like to chit chat, I like to gossip. It's 9:09 in California. Well, good morning, Scoot. It is 11:09 here. But yes, the new gun out on the table today is this kind of Ruger 2245 build that we are constructing with a TandemKross lower and a Volquartsen upper. The Volquartsen upper has this integrated comp. It does come off. That's what that little spinny wheel is for. It did come with a tool to take that off, but I think I'm just going to keep it on. So we, of course, are going to have to pimp out this build. I don't really know what I'm going to put on it yet. I think it just looks really clean like this. I am missing the bolt, if you guys didn't catch that. I do not have the bolt for the gun yet, but we are going to do our best to source a bolt. And then we can do the 1,000-round range review. It's 11:10 here in Missouri. Nice. But yeah, and we have the AR Home Defense 300 Blackout suppressed build. You know, not that I'm not an AR guy. I do really enjoy this build. So we can go ahead and talk about this build a little bit since I have kind of been neglecting it this stream so far. First, I am going to take a little sip of water, so hold on. Okay, the AR-15 build. So this AR is chambered in 300 Blackout. We are running a 10.5 barrel on this bad boy. M1 Garand. No M1 Garands here, unfortunately. I would like to get one, of course. I would like to get many things, but, you know, the squirrel brain of the Muzzle Bro channel is tough to handle. My brother DJ is here. I didn't know that was your brother. Cool. But we are running a Bushwhacker 46 suppressor in a Griffin Armament handguard, so it kind of gives you, now it's not an SD gun, but it kind of gives you that SD gun look. Running a Surefire, running Emissary Development handbrake, Holosun AMES core, Holosun 3X magnifier, running the Magpul bad lever, running a Franklin Armory binary trigger for some reason. Just classic mil-spec Magpul stock, and a rubberized pistol grip, which is pretty cool. But yes, I am very excited to get this bad boy to the range once we source the bolt, because this is really kind of everything that I could possibly think of to make a super fast shooting 22 pistol. I'm very curious to see how the compensator actually works. I guess I never really had thought to compensate a 22 LR. But we got to compensate 22 LR, so we're going to check that out. The trigger on this gun is insane. The TandemKross Victory trigger is wild. The trigger is, it's impressive. Same thing with the gas pedal and stuff too. So pretty much everything we have on this build to get a very good grip on the gun and to reduce muzzle flip as much as possible. So very curious for the range review on this. We have the Zastava M90 5.56 AK today as well. 18.25 inch barrel on this bad boy, which is pretty cool. Stick City says that's a nice pistol. Yes, I am missing the bolt, but once I get the bolt, it will be a complete nice pistol. Maybe we'll throw the EOTech on it. I don't know. We'll see. I always kind of go back and forth with optics and irons and what I want. So we'll see. Beautiful. Well, thank you. Then we do have the giveaway gun in the background, the Canik TP9 Elite SC. I made a beautiful little sign for it, as you can see. So we are giving that away at the end of the month. So free to enter that giveaway, so check it out. Chevalier, this is Brianna, what's up? Appreciate you stopping by. I hope everyone's having a good, I guess, mid-morning, lunch, afternoon. I don't know what time it is where you are. But I do really enjoy kind of doing these lunchtime lives for myself because I enjoy time thefting from the overlords. Am I late? We've been on for like 15 minutes. You're right on time, Brianna. I always appreciate when you stop by. How do I enter the giveaway? So to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is comment on any of the videos featuring the Canik TP9 Elite SC, and you'll get 1 free entry per video you comment on. And then if you donate to the Muzzlebroke channel, you get additional entries. What is that handgun? It looks good. Yeah, that's what we're talking about today. It's got a Volquartsen upper, a TandemKross lower. It's kind of a Ruger 2245 situation that we are working on building out. It's going to be pretty sick. That AK is a strong machine. I do love me the AKM platform, but I guess technically, since it's a Yugoslavian AK, I guess it's not technically an AKM, if we were gonna get super specific. So Yugoslavian build on this from Serbia. This is a Zastava M90. It is a beautiful 5.56 AK. Comes from the factory with a tunable gas tube, which is dope, and a chrome line barrel. All features that I really appreciate. I just really love the furniture on this. The Serbian redwood is dope. The Canik MC9. We do not have the Canik Mate MC9 Prime out on the table today, but we did yesterday. Is the video, right? No, there are separate videos for the Canik TP9 Elite SC. That is the giveaway gun. The handgun is awesome. Thank you, Brianna. Yes, I like the color scheme. My car is black and red. I feel like I have a lot of black and red guns, but I like the black and red guns, so they stay. Same thing kind of with the AK. It's kind of got some black and red vibes. Stick City says, I want to get a G42 for my EDC. I'm trying to trade in 2 of my cheap guns and some cash. Hopefully I walk out with a new gun today. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Personally, I don't love the Glocks that are smaller framed. I have a hard time getting my hand around them. I have a pretty bad grip on those guns. But, you know, different strokes for different folks. Hit the like button. Thank you, 223DMR. Yeah, guys, if you are just popping on, subscribe to the Muzzlebroke channel. I would really appreciate it. Every subscribe helps me out a ton, and I am always incredibly appreciative if you guys subscribe to the channel. What is that thing? Well, we have my home defense AR-15 build for 300 blackout. We have the TandemKross and Volquartsen competition 22 pistol. And then we have the Zastava M90, a beautiful Serbian redwood AK. I just ordered a PSA dagger frame yesterday night. Which frame? The full size, the compact? I subbed. Well, thank you, Mr. Dustin Lee. I do appreciate that. I really appreciate when you guys subscribe. And doing these live streams is one of my favorite types of content. Egg! My brother in Christ in arms. Hell yeah, Egg. So Egg will now get an additional 2 entries, because I know Egg really wants this Canik TP9 Elite SC. So I got your additional 2 entries. I just wrote them down, Egg, just for you, sir. Compact. Nice. Yeah, I personally do not have a PSA dagger. Not that I am a PSA dagger hater. My buddy, First Shot Tactical, has like 700 PSA daggers. So I have shot them a good amount. Nothing wrong with them. Good little gun. But yeah, man. So this is the newest gun on the Muzzlebroke channel. It's actually kind of interesting because my first gun ever that my dad got for me when I was a wee lad was actually the Ruger Mark II Target. And then the newest gun is kind of a Ruger 22 pistol as well. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I actually just got done filming a few quick little videos on the TandemKross and Volquartsen 22 pistol build. How much did that gun cost? Well, there are no firearm sales on the channel. I know you're not inquiring about that, but I have to say it every once in a while. Which one, Brianna? Because the AR build is quite pricey. This build, you know, is pretty pricey as well. The Zastava M90 is the cheapest, well, I don't want to say cheap, the least expensive gun on the table, running right around like $1,100-$1,200 bucks. People compete with 22s. There are specific like 22 competitions, and this is kind of a setup that is kind of built for that nature. Because the Volquartsen upper is a compensated upper, like it's very well built. It's really gonna help you shoot fast and flat. And with the TandemKross lower, I know you can only see one side of the gun, but the TandemKross lower has obviously these beautiful upgraded grips. It's got an upgraded trigger. It's got a gas pedal. It's got an enhanced safety ledge to really just kind of give you optimum grip control on the gun. So it is built for speed. We are just missing the bolt. But I'm gonna get a good bolt and the gun will be ready to roll. Daniel says, hi, what's up, Daniel? Bascan, hi, bro, what's up, man? If you guys are just popping onto the stream, please subscribe to the Muzzlebroke channel. I really, really would appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. And if you could like the stream, I think that gives us more friends in the stream. So that also helps. Howdy, howdy, Muzzle Broke. Good to see you again, brother. What's up, Chanson? I always love when you guys can stop by these streams. Especially the lunchtime live streams are just absolutely the vibe. They're a ton of fun. And I love knowing that you guys are time thefting and watching me talk about guns and chilling out with the Muzzle Broke channel instead of working, because work is lame and it's not good for your soul. I don't think humans were made to work 9 to 5 every day, man. Didn't tell you I would email you too. Did I? Yeah, you did. Jackson, what's up, man? But what gun would you like me to ramble off about? I can ramble off about the Zastava M90, the 22 build, or the AR-15. I did just recently drop an incredibly in-depth video on my AR-15 here, kind of my home defense AR, that goes into each and every single one of these parts at nauseum. So if you guys are like, whoa, that AR is super cool, man, we can talk about it on the stream, but there's a 15-minute long-form video where I really pick this build apart. I talk about every single one of the parts, what I like, what I don't like, and what I would change. So need work-life balance, more if life balance. I agree, man. That's why I enjoy doing this. It gives me a little bit of balance. But if you guys are just stopping by the stream, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. I would really appreciate it. I know I asked already, but which video do I comment on for the giveaway? Yes, we do have a giveaway gun, the Canik TP9 Elite SE. You also win the Utica Knives Survival Knife if you win the giveaway. Any video featuring those items, you just comment on. So there's like 5 or 6 of them on the channel. They're shorts, I believe. Egg says, I'm getting the M&P 2.0 Compact in FDE. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. It's a good, solid gun. That'll do you well. I do like M&P. I don't think I own an M&P, but I do really like to shoot them. I guess I don't really have a reason for not owning one. I just haven't done that, I guess, recently. But yeah, we do have a new gun. So I was pretty excited to get this on the stream. We are going to drop some shorts on this. And of course, we will be doing a 1,000-round range review of it because why the hell not? I like to do the 1,000-round range reviews and they're fun. I don't know if you guys saw my 1,000-round range review of the Taquito suppressor 22LR can, but my Ruger Mark IV was jamming like a mofo. So I'm hoping that this gun is less jammy. I actually do that. That does kind of concern me a little bit because typically when you start to change out parts and pieces and upgrade the hell out of these guns, it usually does decrease the reliability. So hopefully it works really well. I mean, I know it's going to shoot well just because of all the upgrades, but we shall see. My girlfriend says it's cute, so I don't think she'll be mad if I buy. Well, great. That's always good when you don't get in trouble for buying something. Yeah, this gun has actually been in the collection probably the longest, the 300 Blackout AR-15. I will say I do tend to upgrade this gun all the time, but actually there are some things that I would like to upgrade with this. The most important upgrade that I would really like to add to this gun would be the trigger. We're currently just rocking a Franklin Armory binary trigger, and I don't think that is the best option at all. Muzz, what's up, Zyros Garden? The Franklin Armory binary trigger, I really, should I be talking this much crap? Yeah, I will. I really hope the FRTs completely put the binary triggers out of business because I think the binary triggers are like a cool concept, but they straight up just don't work and they're incredibly expensive. All the binary triggers are like $300 and dude, they just at least, okay, I will say that the Franklin Armory runs well in semi. It does not run well in binary. You're just gonna get a ton of jams and malfunctions. Dude, the Fostech Echo trigger for the AK, I don't have that in this gun, but we had it on the RPK and it literally didn't even function well in semi, let alone binary. So if you're in the market for a binary trigger, my advice would be to not get one. Is an FRT affordable? More affordable than a binary for sure. There's a bunch of different FRT brands, but you can get a super safety for, I don't know, $100, $150, which is literally half the cost of the binary trigger. And it actually works better. You need to keep them 22s oiled up. They get dirty quick. Can't imagine what a suppressor does to it. Yeah, but dude, even with, actually the suppressor actually helped the gun cycle more reliably because of the back pressure. But yeah, when I was trying to run that gun unsuppressed on that range review, it just was every round was like some sort of jam or malfunction or failure to extract or failure to feed, and I was just getting really annoyed. But if you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the Muzzle Bro channel. If you're new, I appreciate you being here. We got plenty of content that drops literally every single day. We have shorts drop, we do tons of live streams, and we're doing a lot more long forms as well. So please subscribe to the channel to get all of your firearm content. I really do appreciate it. We are all caught up in the comments, so if you drop a comment right now, I will get to it as soon as possible. But we have the Zastava M90, a beautiful Serbian Redwood 5.56 AK. It's actually a Yugo build, so it does have some little quirky Yugo things with it. Just different furniture, a little bit different disassembly of the dust cover, a little bit different build, but a classic AK nonetheless. You're a natural. You should do gun sales. Yeah. No. I don't know, bro. Might be operator error. I really, honestly, I think it was the ammo. I'm not going to lie. I really tried. I tend to drop the ball when I do like rushed range sessions. How did I drop the ball? I bought like 5 different brands of 22 LR, and I was like, if one sucks, I'll just use another one, no worries. And then I left 4 of them at home, and I only took 1,000 rounds of one brand to the range. So, it is what it is. I think it was the ammo. I can't confirm or deny if it was, because I didn't check if it was the ammo or not. But, we're doing our best here. But if you guys are just popping onto the stream, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I just dropped a short earlier today on not this gun, but one of my other 22 builds. So that was pretty cool. And then I think the short for this afternoon at 6 p.m. is actually featuring the Zastava M90, which is pretty cool. Do you have a CMMG Mutant? I do not. I do like that gun. I think it's pretty cool. It's an interesting concept, and whenever there's a gun with an interesting concept, I really do enjoy it. I have shot the CMMG Mutant at a good handful of like little range events, and I think it's pretty cool. Should I max my credit card to build a better rifle? A battle rifle? Yes. A better rifle, no, but a battle rifle, yes. We are actually very slowly working on a AR-10 build on the channel. I currently have the lower and we have an upper. I just need to get some lower parts kits and pretty much everything else. Can't go wrong with CCI for 22. Yeah, that was definitely one of the brands that I had, and I don't know why. Well, like I threw it, I don't know. I put it in my like little ammo closet, and then I didn't have it set out to take, so I just kind of like completely forgot. But that's okay. You live and learn. I did test some ammo. I didn't do the 1,000 round range review of this gun yet, but I did test the 223 ammo that I had for this, and it is working flawlessly. So I at least will have the correct ammo for the Zastava M90 1,000 round range review. The next range review that's going to drop is the 1,000 round range review for the CZ Customs build. Thunder says, I'd pay $1,000 for a street fight 1v1 with you. I will fly you out for that street fight. If you're going to pay me $1,000, we can just deduct the flight. It's probably going to be about $300 or $400, and then I can make $600. I accept your street fight challenge. I will fly you out, and then we can film it. That'd be cool. My friend bought a Franklin Armory binary trigger and said it would outrun my printed super safety. My rifle emptied a full mag, no problem. His started running semi halfway through the mag. Yeah, correct. Correct. The super safeties, the FRTs, they run exponentially better than the binary triggers. The binary triggers are kind of a waste of money, in my opinion. I bought this trigger just so long ago. It was actually kind of before any of the FRTs / super safeties were kind of popular and on the market. And I mean, I had fun with it, but like, it doesn't cycle reliably on binary. I will say it does cycle reliably on semi, but it's basically just a mil-spec semi trigger. So I wouldn't waste my money. If you adopt me, I'll be your camera guy. I can cook. I mean, I probably do have room at the house, but what do I get if I win? Nothing. I don't know. Maybe I'll give you like a battle belt or something. I don't know. What do I get if I win? I don't know. How big are you? Let's clarify the size first before I agree to this fight. But yeah, I used to get into a lot of fights. I haven't gotten into a fight in a really long time, and I try and keep it that way. But if it's for money, I'll do anything for money. So if you guys are just popping on the stream, welcome to the Muzzlebro channel. I appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. It really does help me out, and I really appreciate it when you subscribe. Today out on the table, we have the Zastava M90 556 AK Serbian Redwood with some goon tape. We got a Midwest Industries light and laser mount on the front with power attack flashlights. That's pretty cool. We have a 22 LR build out on the table, kind of a base Ruger 2245 build from Volquartsen and TandemKross. This is going to be a really cool range project. As well as my personal AR-15. This is a chambered in 300 blackout. It's kind of my home defense gun. Oh, we also have the giveaway gun and knife in the background, the Canik TP9 Elite SC. I'm 6'1", 210. I'm, what am I? 6 foot, 190 maybe? Scoot and DJ are brothers, yeah. Do you allow adequate time to cool down during 1,000-round range review? 1,000 rounds is a boatload. No, I do not. I load up mags and I shoot the mags, and then I load up mags and I shoot the mags. I guess, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really take breaks when we're running the 1,000-round range reviews. It takes kind of a long time to do 1,000 rounds, and there's only so much daylight and there's only so much phone battery. So you got to run it, son. 5, 10, 25 years. I don't understand that. I'm going to use one hand. Okay. How do I enter the giveaway? To enter the giveaway, to enter the giveaway for the Canik TP9 Elite SC and the Utica Survival Knife, you have to find the videos on my channel that are featuring the Canik TP9 Elite SC, and you comment on those videos, and then you get a free entry. There's a good handful of those videos, so you can get one free entry per video you comment on. But you do have to be subscribed to the Muzzlebro channel to win, so if you're not subscribed, you must subscribe. DJ says, don't forget to like and subscribe. It is appreciated. It absolutely is. Thank you, DJ. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, sorry. I was trying to pin, and I almost put you in timeout there, buddy. But yeah, man, every subscribe is really appreciated. We are kind of a newer channel, but we've been growing. We've been popping off a little bit, and I've been having a ton of fun with it. So the more subscribers we get, the more fun we really all get to have, which is cool. Sean says, hey, what's up, Sean? Subscribed. Need that Glock for grandma. Well, hell yeah, Thunder. I appreciate you, big dog. You need some maintenance oil. Dude, I don't take any oil to the range typically. Dude, if I'm doing 1,000, I feel like that's cheating. I can't clean a gun halfway through the 1,000-round range. That like kind of defeats the purpose. What's the flashlight on your AR-15 and how many lumens is it? This is the Surefire Scout weapon light that I have a pressure pad zip tied on. Off the, excuse me, off the rip, I actually don't know how many lumens are on it specifically. But very easy to look up. Surefire Scout light. What gun do you regret buying the most? I actually have kind of a lot. The TSIS 1911 is probably my biggest regret. That gun is actually back at TSIS right now because it straight up wasn't working. I regret buying that gun. I regret buying, probably my number one regret gun is the Springfield 911. It's a very small, kind of 1911 platform. This one I got is chambered in 380. It only holds like 6 rounds. It's a super small gun. I really suck with it. It has a very short barrel, and it was like $600 or $700. So that's probably number one. Or the Ruger SP101 Talo is definitely on that list. A very beautiful gun, but very useless nonetheless. I actually would say it's out of those 3 guns, I probably would say my biggest regret gun is that Springfield 911 because it was pretty expensive and it's also very useless. The TSIS was only $300. So if we get that working, I won't regret it, but it's kind of annoying that I had to send it back to the factory. And I wasted a ton of time trying to film a 1,000-round or 500-round range review. And I like literally couldn't because the gun sucked so bad. Paperweight? Question mark. Yeah, the TSIS was a paperweight, but it's back at TSIS right now. So hopefully they're like spitting on the feed ramp or whatever the hell they're going to do to fix it. But if you guys are just popping on the stream, welcome to the Muzzlebro channel. I really do appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. We have tons of awesome gun content all the time. I knew it was going to be the TSIS. Well, it's actually the Springfield 911. I haven't featured that build on the channel in a while, but it is up in the gun room. Hey, Scoot. And my brother DJ, everyone. Yeah, welcome DJ. I'm glad Scoot turned you on to the Muzzle Bro channel because we got lots of cool stuff. And we do these live streams very frequently. Muzz, this is my brother. Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, maybe we should take a field trip to the gun room so we could show you guys the 911 that I don't like. But it is up on the gun wall, which is pretty cool. It does look kind of good on the gun wall. That gun's actually an FDE. Muzz, please consider him for mod. Yeah, I will. We'll consider it. He's only been on a couple streams, so we'll wait till he's been on a couple more streams and we'll make him mod. I don't care. Seems like a cool man to me. Trust me, he's the best. All right, I trust you, Scoot. Field trip. All right, Egg. Oh, hold on, Egg. I'm gonna give you your 2 more entries for the Canik TP9 Elite SC because if you donate to the channel, you do get additional entries. I don't think I've seen the gun wall. Well, let's go show everybody the gun wall. I think I have a guest arriving here in Insano Land shortly, so we'll see. But I don't know how messy the gun wall is right now, or the gun room, excuse me. All right, cool. So the gun wall. Oh, I added these awesome deer heads. Do y'all like those? Kind of cool. There's another one over there in the corner. But yeah, man, the gun wall. The EP9 is going to be new range review shortly. The Ruger SP101 Talo, that is one of the guns that I was talking about, is kind of one of the guns I kind of regret buying, but at least it's a very beautiful gun. Let's see what else we got. Do you own an FRT? If not, would you get one? I do, and yes, I would get the Super Safety. Here's the gun that I probably, best looking room. Thank you, DJ. This is probably the gun I regret buying the most. Because it sucks. It's actually, funny enough, had to send that gun back to the factory as well after I got it. It wasn't feeding. Dude, maybe it's just me in 1911s. But I did actually have really good luck with the Springfield Prodigy. Everyone really hates on this gun, but I actually really enjoy it. Anyways, yeah, I do have a 357. We'll show it to you in a second. But yeah, this is why I regret buying this gun the most because it was, I think, like $650. I actually do like the grip on it. It's got rubberized grips. It does have nice night sights, but it's just, I don't know, man. It's got a 6-round capacity of 380, which is like useless. I don't have a holster for it, so I would actually, maybe if I had a holster for it, I wouldn't like hate it so much. I want a Prodigy bad, but damn, I got a long list in front of it. Yeah, man, I don't think I would want a stock Prodigy, but I do have V8 ports on this one, which makes the gun shoot very fast. I did add the Dawson Precision Magwell. That's like the staccato Magwell. And I do have a 2.5-pound trigger group, or trigger whatever the hell pull on this. I'm running the world's crappiest optic. The CH Precision Duty XL really sucks. You can see all the broken glass at the bottom of that optic. It's straight up dog poop. They did send that to me. I did send them 900 emails that the optic was not good, and they ignored me and didn't send me another one. So don't buy CH Precision garbage. Cyrus Garden says, ew. Shotguns? Well, right below, we do have a 12-gauge AK platform, which is pretty cool. A lot of fun. This is kind of a Sega-12 clone. This is the KUSA Comrade. I do really want to do some stuff to this shotgun. I really want to add an optic and a flashlight. I really wanted to get this gun Cerakoted, but I wasn't able to send it to my Cerakote squad because it's like a short barrel shotgun. I don't know. Does the push button safety on the Hoffman's Tactical Super Safety have any negatives? Well, dude, I love how I could just like, this is great. I love the gun room because like when you guys are talking about stuff, it's like, all right, well, here's the push button safety. Does it have any negatives? It's a little bit different than a normal safety, but aside from that, no. I'm just kind of running that on like kind of a little M16-ish clone. And there's the 357, whoever was asking about that. It's actually one of my dad's guns. Pretty cool. It's the Smith & Wesson 357. That's a nasty looking optic as well. Yeah, the optic on this, I don't actually mind the way it looks. Like I like the lunchbox optics on the 2011s, but like if you look inside the optic, like you see all that like white stuff, like that's broken glass. Like it's kind of hard to like explain, but if I were to pick up the gun and shake it, you would see those little glass shards like shaking around in the optic, and it's a $400 optic. Anyways, I always enjoy the field trip. Yeah, man, field trips are fun. First time seeing the gun room. It's beautiful. Thank you, man. We're working on some upgrades, but I did the most recent upgrade is the deer heads, which I think they're awesome. I think it fits. I don't know, man. It fits the vibe. So yeah, man. I hope you enjoyed the gun wall field trip. Can the next stream be in the gun room? So yes, but here, hold on one second. Trying to make my way back to our table here. The next stream could be in the gun room, but I don't have a seat in the gun room, so I'd have to like stand the whole time, and I just don't really want to stand for like an hour. So usually I do the streams right here on the couch. And I put my guns on this table, and I sit my booty down on my nice comfy couch and enjoy the live, you know? So if you guys are just popping into the live stream, welcome to the Muzzle Bro channel. I appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. Bro, built-in snow globe. Yeah, it is a built-in snow globe. A $400 snow globe. Sorry, I'm not caught up on the stream. Yeah, $400 snow globe. Can I go hunting with you? Sure. What is that MP5 looking one? Probably the X-Tar EP9. Do you have any historical guns? Yeah, I do actually. I have some really cool historical guns. I have a officer's Beretta from World War II with like the fancy officer markings, which is really cool. From my grandpa on my other side, not Grandpa Mike. And then we have some really awesome kind of historical guns from Grandpa Mike's collection as well. One of them was up on the wall there. It is a, oh my God, Swiss Mauser bolt gun from 1917, which is pretty cool. I think that's the oldest gun. With the camo, yeah. H-Town C, the gun with the camo tape on it was the EP9 by X-Tar. And you can actually get that gun. That's actually one of the cheapest guns I have. You can get that gun for like $450. So yeah. But if you guys are just popping on to the live stream, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I would really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. With the camo, how much did it run? Well, the camo is just goon tape. It's the like German Flecktarn camo goon tape. Oh yeah, 8mm. I think it's 7.5. That Swedish Mauser we're talking about, I believe. Where did you get your X-Tar? They sent it to me. So yeah, we're gonna do the 1,000-round range review of that X-Tar when we do the 1,000-round range review of the M90 from Zastava. Zastava? I don't know. I like to say it both ways. Switch it up, you know. But we do have the Zastava M90 out on the table. We got the new gun, the TandemKross and Volquartsen upper 22 pistol competition build. And then we got the AR-15 home defense build, which is pretty cool. Have you ever heard of an STG-44? Well, what do you think? I've never played Call of Duty World at War. Of course I've heard of an STG-44. I was actually very heartbroken when PSA was like, we're not gonna, we're not gonna make the STG-44 anymore, because I was getting really excited to buy an STG-44. I am very excited that PSA is making the like Bison clone. That's pretty cool. But I sold my AKV like an idiot, or I would have done the Bison upgrade, but can I be on your team when the Civil War starts? Well, why not? But we do have the giveaway gun in the background as well. I feel like I always neglect it. The Canik TP9 Elite SC, but it is kind of in the background of every stream because I put it up there with the sign, and man, there she sits. Do you guys like the sign or no? Because I can continue to do signs for the giveaway items, so we always know what they are, because there's always a giveaway here on the Muzzle Bro channel. So even if you guys don't win the gun and the knife, it's a double giveaway, you could win something else in the future, because we always be doing the giveaways here. Favorite movie? That is a tough one. I really like the first John Wick. I feel like that's a very stereotypical gun guy's favorite movie, though. But John Wick 1 is amazing. I'm not a huge fan of the other ones. What other movies do I like? Sicario is a great one. I like that one. I'm a big horror movie fan as well. So like all of the Possession movies really do it for me. I'm a big horror fan. So yeah. As far as TV shows, I've been watching Organized Crime with like the SVU people. That's been cool. The next giveaway prize should be one night with Muzz. Yeah. Here in Insano Land, we do many crazy things. So I don't know if you'd be able to survive one night with Muzz. It gets a little wild up in here, but that's okay. It's always a good time. But I think the next, how do I enter the giveaway? So to enter the giveaway, you have to comment on the videos that feature the Canik TP9 Elite SC. There are a good handful of them on the channel, and you'll get one free entry. If you donate to the channel, you'll get additional entries. Is that goon tape or just black athletic tape? That's what I run personally. This is the name brand goon tape on the Zastava M90 here. It works well. I've used like hockey tape before. I think the goon tape feels a little bit better. I think it holds up a little bit better over time. And also it tends to, for the black specifically, the goon tape tends to pick up less like fuzzies, I guess. Like typically when I'm using hockey tape, it seems to pick up a lot of fuzzies, which gets a little annoying. So yeah, just regular goon tape. But if you guys are popping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. If you're a first timer here on the live streams, I appreciate you popping in. Really, I love getting new friends, so thank you. Hear me out. M1911 with an extended mag. I think that's sacrilegious. What's that 1913 rail at the end for? Your light, man? Yeah, we got the Midwest Industries light and laser mount that just kind of clamps onto the barrel and cleaning rod, and I'm just running a PowerTac flashlight on that. I had this piece laying around, and I kind of wanted to keep this gun more traditional, but lizard skin tape is great. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys stopping by here today on the Muzzle Broke channel. I love doing these lunchtime lives. I love when we can time theft from our overlords together. Fernando says, I'm new. Hello there. Hey, man. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. Lizard skin tape is great. The one thing I did want to try is actually like baseball bat tape. I think that would be kind of cool. But I appreciate you guys stopping by the live stream today. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I will see you guys at the next live stream. Thank you all for popping in. I love you all to death. Please subscribe.